Hello YouTubers, this is 777 Die Hard Forever coming at you with another highly anticipated and highly recommended model as I continue to play catch up. Today, I'll be doing a review on the JC Wings Cathay Pacific Cargo Boeing 747-8F freighter in their current livery scheme in a 1/200 scale model. I purchased this model from Troy's Toys, whose store is based out of Overland Park, Kansas, here in the United States of America, and his website address is www.troystoysinc.com. But first, before I go into details about this particular model, allow me to share some information about the history of Cathay Pacific and its subsidiary Cathay Pacific Cargo, if you would please. Cathay Pacific was founded in Shanghai, China on September 24, 1946 by the late Sidney D. Kansai, who was born in 1914 and died in 1957, and the late Roy Farrell, who was born in 1912 and died in 1996. And although initially based in Shanghai, China, the two men eventually moved to Hong Kong, where they formally began Cathay Pacific. They named it Cathay, the ancient name given to China, and Pacific because Roy Farrell envisioned that the airline would one day fly across the Pacific, which actually became a reality back in the 1970s. The Chinese name for Cathay Pacific comes from a Chinese idiom meaning grand and peaceful state. And after Butterfield and Swire, now known today as the Swire Group, bought 45% of Cathay Pacific, the company officially began operations on July 1, 1948, and was registered as Cathay Pacific Limited on October 18, 1948. Cathay Pacific Cargo, on the other hand, which is actually a subsidiary of Cathay Pacific, was established in 1981 with a twice-weekly Hong Kong to London via Frankfurt service, operated jointly with Lufthansa, as Cathay Pacific Cargo handles most of the airline's passenger cargo. Whereas the headquarters of Cathay Pacific Cargo, including its subsidiary Cathay Pacific, is located at Cathay Pacific City, which is located along with the airline's main hub and base of operations on the grounds of Hong Kong International Airport, which is located on the island of Chet Lap Kok, which is located approximately 16 miles west of Hong Kong Island. Cathay Pacific Cargo currently operates services to more than 40 destinations in 42 countries across 5 inhabited continents, with an operating fleet of 20 aircraft, which includes 6 Boeing 747-400ERFs extended range freighters and 14 Boeing 747-8F freighters, with no unfulfilled orders pending at the time of this video review posting. And the Boeing customer code for Cathay Pacific Cargo is 67. Alright everyone, let's take a look at the front of the box you see here. You see in the background, you also see the brushwing logo in the background, as well as the green brushwing logo displayed there, the Cathay Pacific Cargo title, the computer-generated picture of the aircraft type, as well as the 1/200 scale die-cast aircraft model information at the lower part of the box. Now you're looking at the back of the box, nothing much back there except what's painted in green, as well as the warning information. Now you're looking at the top of the box, where you see the aircraft type, the brushwing logo, the Cathay Pacific Cargo title, as well as the 1/200 scale die-cast aircraft model information at the top of the box. Now you're looking at the bottom of the box, the same information you saw at the top of the box I showed you earlier on, okay? Now you're looking at this big, massive wooden model stand that actually came with the model. And you come close right there, you see the plaque right there, you see the airline's logo, the Cathay Pacific Cargo title, the aircraft type, as well as the scale information on that customized plaque. And then you see that black padding on that model stand. The purpose of that black padding is to prevent your model from being damaged or scratched. That's the purpose of that black padding. Now you're looking at this plastic bag, and what you see in this plastic bag are the gear replacement doors, featuring 2 little toothpicks for the gear replacement doors. Please stay tuned as I go into details for the purpose of these gear replacements for this particular model. Okay, with all that information out of the way about the history of Cathay Pacific Cargo, as well as all the details here on this box, including the big, humongous, customized model stand that came with the model, including the plastic bag that features the 2 little toothpicks and the gear replacement doors. With no further ado, everyone, here is the model. Check it out. There it is, everyone, the JC Wings Cathay Pacific Cargo Boeing 747-8F freighter in their current livery scheme in the 1/200 scale model. Alright, allow me to share some information about the Cathay Pacific Cargo Boeing 747-8F freighter and how it became part of the cargo fleet. Cathay Pacific Cargo became the second cargo carrier after launch customer Cargolux that acquired this prestigious state-of-the-art aircraft, as Cathay Pacific Cargo took delivery of its first of 14 Boeing 747-8F freighters that Cathay Pacific Cargo had placed orders for back on November 8, 2007, and received their very first Boeing 747-8F freighter aircraft that bared the registration ship number B-LJA on November 14, 2011, and acquired its 14th and final Boeing 747-8F freighter aircraft, which bared the registration ship number B-LJN, which happened to be this aircraft here, on August 5, 2016, as Cathay Pacific Cargo ordered a total of 14 Boeing 747-8F freighters to add to its cargo fleet. And as of October 2018, or at the time of this video review posting, all 14 of their Boeing 747-8F freighters are currently operating in service. Now let's talk about the livery here. This is Cathay Pacific's current livery scheme, which was unveiled at a special ceremony that was held on November 1st, 2015 on the grounds of Hong Kong International Airport. The airline revealed a refreshed version of its previous livery scheme, which features a simpler paint scheme while maintaining their trademark brushwing logo on an all-green tail, you see there. The current livery scheme also incorporates an updated and streamlined brushwing logo, a simplification of its color palette to 3 colors: green, gray, and white. A Boeing 777-300ER, which bears the registration ship number B-KPM, was the first aircraft that began sporting this livery scheme. The second aircraft was a freighter aircraft, a Boeing 747-400ERF extended range freighter, which bears the registration ship number B-LIA, and an Airbus A350-900XWB that bears the registration ship number B-LRA, are some of the latest aircraft that have begun sporting the current livery scheme, as the Hong Kong-based carrier expects to have its entire aircraft fleet repainted in its current livery scheme through their maintenance schedule by the end of 2022. Now, since you got the information about the aircraft and this livery scheme here, with no further ado, let's get down to business and allow me to show you all the details on this aircraft. Now, shall we? Let's check it out. Alright, we're going to start at the front of the aircraft here on the port/left side, where you see the nose gears, the nose gear struts, the landing gear lights right there. I'll give you a better visual view of those later on. There's the nose gear door featuring the partial registration ship number JN. You see the L1 door right there. And you see the pitot tubes and the static ports, what have you. The nose cone, the cockpit windows, as well as the windshield wipers. But more importantly, what you see right here, that is called the nose door. And this door actually raises up, and large excess cargo is offloaded and loaded through this door. Okay? And then you see the brushwing logo, which is displayed right there. That's displayed by the L1 door you see there, as well as on the tail fin of the aircraft. Okay? I'll show you that later on. The previous brushwing logo used to consist of a calligraphic stroke against a green background, as the stroke was intended to appear like the wing of a bird. However, as you can see near the nose of the aircraft, the brushwing logo has been enlarged in size and freed from the green band that used to surround the nose. Alright? And then you see the gray band right here in the middle of the aircraft. This single gray band now runs across the lower half of the fuselage, linking the nose with the tail. I'm going to show you that right now. Okay, and then you see the Cathay Pacific Cargo title right there, displayed right there as well. And then you see the inboard landing lights right here, displayed there. I'm going to give you a better visual view of those. Let's check it out. Now you got a better visual view of the inboard landing lights displayed here. They got jewels in them instead to make it more realistic and appealing. Okay. Alright, we're still on the port/left side of the aircraft when you see these big massive engines here. And these are the General Electric Gen X-2B67 type engines that are used on this particular Cathay Pacific Cargo Boeing 747-8F freighter aircraft. You also see the engine cone displayed there, as well as there as well. Now you see the sawtooth pattern displayed there as well as there. The purpose of that sawtooth pattern is to improve fuel efficiency and noise reduction at the same time. And then you see the Gen X logo on the cowling right there as well as right there. Now I'm going to turn this aircraft model around, let you see the front angle of these engines, and the turbofan blades do spin. Let's check it out. Now you're looking at the front of these massive engines from the front view angle, featuring the engine strikes there as well as there, and the turbofan blades do spin. Let's check them out. There as well as there. And then you slide over here to the left, where you see the inboard landing lights, as well as the front view of the landing bogey gears here on the port side, the landing gear struts, as well as the landing gear doors. Now you're looking at the front of the plane, where you got a better visual view of the cockpit windows, the windshield wipers, the nose door, the nose cone, the landing gears right here, the landing gear lights, as well as the landing gear doors and the landing gear struts. Now you're looking at the front of these massive engines on the starboard side, featuring the engine strikes here and there, and the turbofan blade spin over here as well. Check it out. There and there. Okay, and then you slide over to the right here on the starboard side, where you got a better visual view of the inboard landing lights right there, displayed there, as well as the front view of the landing bogey gears, the landing gear struts, as well as the landing gear doors here on the starboard side. Now you're looking at the red navigation light right here on the edge of the rake wingtip. And these high advanced rake wingtips, similar to the ones that's used on the Boeing 777-200LRs, the Boeing 777-300ERs, and the 787s, are now installed on this Boeing 747 variant instead of the winglets that was previously used on the Boeing 747-400s, as these wingtip structures help reduce the wingtip vortices at the lateral edges of the wings, decreasing wake turbulence and drag, and thereby improving fuel efficiency at the same time. Okay? Alright, we're at the back of the aircraft here on the port side, where you see the upper cargo container door. That's another door you can load and offload cargo through that door. And then you see the SWA logo right here displayed there, right above the gray band cheat line. And SWA is a parent company and owner of Cathay Pacific and Cathay Dragon, whose global headquarters is located in London, England, who holds a majority stake in both airlines. And then right in the gray band cheat line right there, you see the registration ship number, B-LJN. Registration ship number B-LJN. This is Cathay Pacific's 14th and last Boeing 747-8F freighter that entered the Cathay Pacific Cargo fleet, and the first test flight on this aircraft took place on June 25th, 2016, and was delivered to Cathay Pacific Cargo on August 5th, 2016. Alright, now you're looking at the tail fin of the aircraft. The tail now displays a brush wing against an all green tail, as you see displayed there. This is the same green as on the previous livery, but now a cutter gradient runs along the back edge of the tail, subtly deepening the tone of the green background in that area. Additionally, the brush wing appears clipped at the back of the tail. You see that right there, okay? Alright, we're at the back of the aircraft, where you see the APU exhaust hole here, and APU stands for Auxiliary Power Unit, and there is a hole there, right there, awesome. And underneath the APU exhaust hole, that is the strobe light. Now you're looking at the Cathay Pacific Cargo Boeing 747-8F freighter from the rear view angle. Now you're looking at the front of the aircraft here on the starboard side, where you see the nose gear struts, the nose gear landing lights, the nose gear door with the partial registration ship number on there, the pitot tubes and the static ports, what have you, the nose door, the nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit window, the pilot door there, the brush wing logo, the lower cargo container door, as well as the gray band cheat line that goes all the way back to the rear of the aircraft. You see there, as well as the Cathay Pacific Cargo titles you see displayed there as well. We're at the center of the aircraft here on the starboard side, where you see the inboard landing lights that I showed you earlier, as well as the big, massive General Electric Gen X-2B67 type engines you see displayed there. The Gen X logo on the engine column, the sawtooth pattern, the engine cones, as well as over here as well, the sawtooth pattern and the engine cone. Now you're looking at the green navigation light displayed there on this rake wingtip here on the starboard side. Now you got a better visual view of the landing bogey gears here on the starboard side displayed there, as well as the center bogey gear displayed there and there as well. Now you're looking at the back of the aircraft here on the starboard side, where you see the lower cargo container door right there, the registration ship number, the SWA logo, as well as the logo displayed on the tail fin and on the all green tail fin. Check it out. There it is. Okay. Okay, before I show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model, as well as the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model in full detail, I'm gonna let you check out one feature, which is the rolling gears. It does roll pretty good. Then again, you gotta be careful with this one though. It's a little rough there. Thought they did, guess not. But it does tilt. The nose gear swivels as well, as you can see there, barely. Okay, little challenge there, but it's all good. So, with that being said, allow me to show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model. Let's check it out. Now you're looking at the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model, where you see the nose cone, the nose door, the cockpit windows, the windshield wipers, the pod escape hatch door. You see the anti-collision beacon light right there on that distinctive hum, along with a high frequency antenna. You see the Cathay Pacific Cargo titles on both sides. Then you slide down this way. See the Wi-Fi antenna there, another high frequency antenna, another one, and then there's the tail, and then there's the horizontal stabilizer right there with the two little dots right there, as well as right there. Those two little dots you see are called illuminator lights, and the purpose of those illuminator lights is to light up this tail here when it flies during nighttime. Now let's check out the wings, everyone. No wing walkway. But you got the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers, what have you. See the nice little engines there. Little warning information on the wings here. Fuel dump valve, as well as the rake wingtip. Let's check out this side here. No wing walkway over here, but you got the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers, what have you. See the engines there. Slide up this way, The fuel dump valve, as well as the rake wingtip on this side of the aircraft as well. Now you're looking at the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft, where you see the nose cone, the nose door, the Cathay Pacific Cargo title and the logo, the closed nose gear door, the open nose gear door, as well as the nose gear. Then you slide up this way. The anti-collision beacon light right there, the hole where the stand goes in at. And then you see that the gears right here, tilt there, okay. Then you slide up here, another antenna. The bulk bin door right there, I forgot to mention that part. The pressure relief valves right there. As well as the APU housing door and the horizontal stabilizers underneath. Now let's check over here, the gears over here. Tilt, perfect. As well as the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers, what have you. And then you see the engines right there. The registration ship number. The fuel dump valve, as well as the rake wingtip. Let's stop over here. Gears tilt there. And then you're looking up here, you got the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers. See the engines there. Slide up down here. The fuel dump valve, as well as the rake wingtip on this side as well. Now, since I'll show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model, as well as the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model in full detail, now I'm going to put it on that big old customized wooden stand that came with the model. So with no further ado, here is the model on the stand. Let's check it out. Okay, finally got it on this model stand with no problem, no hesitation. As you see it being displayed in the takeoff landing position on the port side. Now you're looking at the front of the aircraft in the takeoff landing position with the model on the stand, how the wings are flexing a little bit, sporting those big old General Electric Gen X engines. Awesome. Now you're seeing this model being displayed in the takeoff landing position with the model on the stand on the starboard side. And finally, you're seeing this model being displayed in the takeoff landing position with the model on the stand from the tail cam angle. Alright, before I take this model off the stand here, I got in this position for a reason. And the reason is I'm going to take the magnetic gears off here. Start with the nose gear here first, as you see there. It's magnetic there. The magnetic gears here. There. The magnetic gears on this side of the aircraft there. As well as the gears there. And there. Okay, now alright, since I got all the gears off here, I'm gonna let you see this aircraft at a different angle without the gears. Check it out. Alright, now you see this model being displayed in in-flight position without the gears in flight position. Now you got one or two options how you want to display this model. If you want to display it like that, that's fine. You know, these gear replacement and inside this plastic bag I showed you earlier, that's the purpose of these gear replacement doors, is to substitute your gears while you display your model like this in in-flight mode position. Or you can keep it in the gear down position with the gears on there. Gears up, gear down, your choice. I choose to leave mine on there because it adds more value to the model. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and put these gears back on this model, take this model stand, and go ahead and wrap up this model review. Alright? Alright, since there's no seating configuration on this aircraft, I can get straight to the chase and finish this review off. Cathay Pacific Cargo currently employs their Boeing 747-8F freighters on routes from Hong Kong to worldwide destinations such as Amsterdam, Atlanta, Bengaluru, Bangkok, Calgary, Chengdu, Chennai, Chicago O'Hare, Chongqing, Colombo, Columbus Rickenbacker, Dallas Fort Worth, Dhaka, Dubai, Vancouver, Xiamen, Zhengzhou, Frankfurt, Guadalajara, Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh City, Houston Bush Intercontinental, Hyderabad, Jakarta, London Heathrow, Los Angeles, Melbourne, Mexico City, Miami, Milan Malpensa, Mumbai, Tokyo Narita, Toronto, Delhi, New York JFK, Osaka Kansai, Paris Charles de Gaulle, Penang, Seoul Incheon, Shanghai Pudong, Singapore, Sydney, and Taipei. Well, everyone, this will conclude this model review. I'd like to know if you got this model or you plan on getting it. If you can find it, like I said, very impressive. I highly recommend it. So with that said, please take care. God bless. Rate and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace.